Good morning, friends, and welcome to my garden. I'm Laura, and today I'm going to show you some beautiful plants that I picked up for my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. I'm headed over to her house later today, and we're going to do lots of planting. I started seeds for her. I have some raspberry canes from my garden to transplant over at her house. And what she doesn't know is that I got a lot of new plants for her too. Last year, my mother and father-in-law moved down to North Carolina from Michigan, and North Carolina is where we live. And as a housewarming present, I had picked up a ton of plants and started a ton of seed starts for my mother-in-law to get her garden established the very first year that she was living here. And I thought that would be so sweet. We love crafts and gardening. That's one of the things that we have in common. And she loved the gift. However, she had the same problem gardening here that I had, which is that it is a challenge. There are not a lot of things that can take our North Carolina like full summer sun and heat. It is brutal. It's just the process of learning that a lot of things that say full sun on the tag don't mean full southern sun. They don't mean 8 hours of scorching afternoon, 100-degree heat, full sun, no shade, no nothing, no reprieve for the plants. Because a lot of the things that say full sun don't mean our full sun, and we know that from experience. Both she and I have learned this in our southern gardens. So a lot of the plants died from last year, a lot of her perennial plants that she was so excited for. She really wants a perennial garden, and last year I had picked her up a lot of annuals with some perennials, but now for today I have a lot of things for her to try to help establish that garden again and see if she has better luck this year. And I picked out some things that we found out from last year are definitely going to work or should work for her space, and then some other things that just from doing research and talking to some local nurseries here, some plants that just should thrive in our full sun. So I'm really excited. I hope she loves these plants and that they thrive a lot better than the things that died last year did. So I'm going to show you what we have here and then head over to her house. Here's what I picked up for her. So many gorgeous things. There was one area of her garden last year around her flagpole in the front yard where she planted petunias I had picked her up, and she loved them. They were one of the few things that totally thrived in the full sun and grew all season long and just produced so much color. And that was when she decided, despite her love and affinity for perennial plants, that was one space in which she would love to do annuals, she said, because then that gives her the flexibility to change up the color each year. We've got lots of dark purple petunias in this little seed starting tray. It's got a total of 6 plants in there. And then I picked up these gorgeous white and lighter purple striped petunias. I love these so much. I thought it would be so sweet to do every other one. So a dark purple, then a striped purple, then a dark purple, then a striped purple. And I am so sorry for the background noise. Traffic is crazy in suburbia today. So this is what I picked up for around her flagpole. And then I got these 2 annuals right here. This one is a Super Bells, and this one is another Super Bells, which are both Calabrosia. And they are so sweet and cute. These are for her porch. I had picked her up some Calabrosia last year, and these are an annual, and she loved having them on her porch. She said they thrived and they were gorgeous and put out color all summer long. And yeah, so I picked her up a couple of those for her porch containers this year. So those are the annuals I picked up. So pretty. And then let's talk about the perennials. So the first one I picked up is a yellow coneflower. Then we have a yellow daylily. We've got a purple salvia. It's actually like a purple pink. It's so gorgeous. Salvia is supposed to do so well in our full sun and heat here. And then this is my first time ever buying this plant. I'm so excited to see how it grows in her garden because I think I might want some of the really tall, like spiky flower blooms for my garden next year, seeing how these perform in hers. If they do well, I might get myself some too. And this one is called Agastache, I think, or Agastacia. Let me check this. Arizona Sun Agastache. So pretty. And then we've got another salvia here. This one is more on the blue tone of purples, and then it's got this gorgeous white one. I thought that was so pretty, and you can see the difference here. The pink purple versus the blue purple. I thought that was gorgeous. And then we've got this one right here. I think this is a Veronica. Let's see here. Magic Show Pink Potion Veronica. This is so pretty, and I love all these different layers. And if you can't tell, my mother-in-law is going for a purple and yellow themed garden. So that's why all of these plants are in that color family. And then we've got a dahlia right here, so pretty. She tried dahlias last year and it didn't work out, so I'm hoping this year. I have never had luck with dahlias from the store, only from tubers, but I thought it would be fun to give it a go again because they're just so pretty, and this one's loaded up with blooms. And this one can be perennial where we live if we plant it with some potting soil or garden soil. We have North Carolina clay here, and that holds on to too much moisture in the winter, and it'll rot out the tubers that form under the plants, and then the plant won't come back. But I think if we plant it with garden soil in its hole as opposed to putting the clay back in the hole, then it might be able to overwinter. And then the very last perennial I picked up for her is yarrow. I thought this yarrow made such a big impact, and its foliage is so fun too. It's like a fern almost. See that? And it's gonna get so big if it's anything like my yarrow from last year. So I thought this was really pretty. It's called Desert Eye Terracotta Yarrow. So I guess it's gonna get a little bit darker. I can see that on some of these blooms here where it's starting to darken up in some spots, but I picked it up because it was yellow, and that's the theme of her garden is yellow and purple. So yeah, I thought that was so fun and such a good combination of different tones of the purples and the yellows, and then different textures too. As you can see, I'm really favoring these like column type plants right now that just are very upright with the spiky blooms. So pretty. And I think it just lends itself to a cottage garden feel. But then I also picked up some other things that are not like that have different blooms. This one goes all outward, and that's so fun. And it's got a totally different shaped bloom head. Obviously, this is a different bloom head than the spiky things. And then the coneflower, and then the daylily, of course. It's not in bloom right now, but I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. So yeah, lots of different tones of yellow and purple, and I hope she's gonna love this. So many different colors and textures, all the different tones of yellow and purple. I'm so excited, and I think she will be too, and I'm really excited to get over there and show her. So this is where I'm gonna end the vlog so I can go have some family time, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and buy some flowers for someone in your life if you like to garden. It's such a fun thing to share our hobbies with other people when they're into it too. And I feel like sometimes if I'm going to the plant nursery and I'm buying plants for myself and my tiny garden is already full of plants and I know I don't have anywhere to put them, I feel like I'm wasting money. But I'll tell you what, I've never felt like I've wasted money when I buy flowers for other people. So it's a really, really fun thing as a gardener to get to do that. And yeah, I'm excited to go show her these. I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more gardening videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, friends.